The pain was absolute. Vader's eyes snapped open, not the cybernetic lenses of his mask, but human eyes, eyes he hadn't seen through in over 2 decades. He gasped, and air-filled lungs that should have been seared beyond function. His chest rose and fell without the rhythmic hiss of the respirator. Silence. Terrifying, unfamiliar silence. He staggered to his feet, and the world tilted. Coruscant. The skyline was unmistakable, but this wasn't the Empire's Coruscant. The sky was brighter. The war banners of the Republic still hung from the Senate towers. Impossible. His hand, flesh, not glove, trembled as he raised it. No burns, no scars. The Force surged around him, but it felt wrong, hostile, like the universe itself was trying to expel him. Waves of nausea rolled through his body. The artifact, the ancient Sith relic he'd discovered in the depths of Exegol. It had activated the moment he touched it, and now? No, he whispered. His voice, Anakin's voice. He reached out through the Force, searching for a timestamp, a clue. Then he felt it, across the city. A presence so familiar it made his heart stop. Anakin Skywalker. Younger. Whole. Still a Jedi. Vader's breath caught. He was here. In the past. Days, maybe hours before everything fell apart. Before Palpatine's final move. Before Mustafar. Before Padmé. The Force suddenly screamed. A shockwave of energy rippled outward from Vader's position, shattering windows across 3 blocks. Speeders careened off course. Citizens collapsed, clutching their heads. The Jedi Temple, kilometers away, lit up with alarm. They'd felt him, felt the disturbance. Vader clenched his fists, forcing the chaotic energy down. He had to move, had to find Anakin before Palpatine sensed the rupture in the timeline. Before the Emperor realized something impossible had just entered his carefully orchestrated web. But as Vader took his first step, the Force resisted again, violently. His knees buckled. Blood dripped from his nose. The galaxy was rejecting him, and somewhere in the Senate district, Palpatine's yellow eyes opened in the dark. Vader found him at dusk. Anakin Skywalker stood alone on one of the temple's meditation balconies, staring out over Coruscant's endless cityscape. His posture was tense, conflicted. This was the Anakin who'd already begun to crack. The nightmares about Padmé had started. Palpatine's poison was already in his veins. Vader stepped from the shadows. Anakin Skywalker. The young Jedi spun, lightsaber igniting in a blur of blue light. His eyes locked onto Vader, onto the stranger wearing a face he didn't recognize, but whose presence in the Force felt like staring into a black hole. "Who are you?" Anakin's voice was sharp, dangerous. Vader raised his hand slowly. "I'm not your enemy. You reek of the dark side." Anakin's blade hummed, angled toward Vader's throat. "The Council felt your arrival. Every Jedi in the temple felt it. You're a Sith." "I was," Vader said quietly. "But not yet. And neither are you. More sign. And neither are you. More sign. More sign." Anakin's eyes narrowed. "What are you talking about?" Vader took a breath. "How do you tell yourself the truth? How do you explain the unthinkable? In 3 days, you will betray the Jedi Order. You will kneel before Palpatine and become his apprentice. You will lead the 501st into this temple and kill everyone inside, younglings included. You will lose everything. Padmé, Obi-Wan, yourself." Vader's voice cracked. "I know this because I am you. 23 years from now." Silence. Then Anakin laughed bitter, disbelieving. "You're insane." "You have nightmares," Vader pressed forward. "Padmé dies in childbirth. You see it every night. Palpatine promised you he could save her. That's the lie he'll use to turn you." Anakin's face went pale. "How do you know about—" "Because I lived it." Vader's shout echoed across the balcony. "I made the choice. I killed Mace Windu. I slaughtered the Jedi. I choked Padmé on Mustafar. And I've spent 2 decades as a broken machine, serving a monster." Anakin's lightsaber wavered. But before he could respond, a cold, oily presence slithered through the Force. Palpatine knew, and he was coming. "You're lying." Anakin's lightsaber steadied, aimed directly at Vader's chest. "This is a trick. Dooku's dead. Grievous is almost finished. The Sith are desperate. You're here to break me. To make me doubt the Council. Doubt the Chancellor." Vader's jaw tightened. Of course he wouldn't believe. Anakin Skywalker had never trusted easily, and certainly not a stranger cloaked in the dark side, spouting impossible warnings. "Listen to me." "No." Anakin's voice went cold. "I'm taking you to the Council. They'll deal with you." Vader felt the shift before Anakin moved. The attack came fast, a brutal overhead strike meant to disarm, not kill. Vader sidestepped, muscle memory overriding conscious thought. He didn't ignite a blade. He couldn't, not against himself. "I won't fight you," Vader said. "Then you'll lose." Anakin's next strike came faster. Vader blocked with the Force, shoving the younger Jedi back. The impact cracked the balcony railing. Anakin recovered instantly, rage flickering in his eyes, the same rage Vader knew too well. "Stop!" Vader shouted. "You don't understand." Then, the air went cold. Both of them froze. A presence, ancient and suffocating, pressed down on the temple like a descending moon. Vader's blood turned to ice. He knew that presence. He'd knelt before it for over 20 years. Palpatine. Anakin felt it too. His expression shifted, confusion, then concern. "The Chancellor?" "He felt the disturbance," Vader whispered. "He knows something's wrong, something that threatens his plan." "What are you talking about?" Vader turned to him, desperation cracking through his voice. "He's not your friend, Anakin. He's the Sith Lord, Darth Sidious. Everything, the war, the clones, the Republic, it's all been his design. And in 3 days, he'll activate Order 66 and declare himself Emperor." Anakin stared at him, disbelief warring with something else. Something deeper, doubt. But before he could respond, Vader's comlink stolen from a fallen clone crackled to life. "Lord Vader," Palpatine's voice slithered through the speaker, calm and knowing. "I've been expecting you." Anakin's eyes went wide, and Vader realized the game had changed. Obi-Wan Kenobi arrived within minutes. The Jedi Master stepped onto the balcony, his blue blade already ignited, eyes locked on Vader. "Anakin, step away from him." Anakin didn't move. His gaze flickered between Vader and Obi-Wan, confusion and anger twisting across his face. "Master, he claims." "I know what he claims," Obi-Wan said calmly. The Council felt his arrival. The dark side radiates from him like a sun. His eyes narrowed. He's dangerous. Vader met his former master's gaze. 23 years. 23 years. Since Mustafar. Since the lava. Since Obi-Wan had left him to burn. "Then prove it," Vader said quietly. "Duel me." Obi-Wan's brow furrowed. "What? You want to know who I am? Fight me. You'll recognize the truth soon enough." Anakin glanced at Obi-Wan. "Master." "Stay back, Anakin." Obi-Wan shifted into Sarisu stance, his blade raised defensively. "If he wants a duel, he'll have one." Vader reached out, and a discarded training saber flew into his hand. He ignited it, blue light flaring to life. The irony wasn't lost on him. Then he attacked. The first strike came fast, a brutal overhand chop directly from Form V. Obi-Wan parried, but his eyes widened. The second strike followed instantly, aggressive, relentless. Gem so, Anakin style. Obi-Wan blocked again, but Vader pressed forward, pouring decades of pain and muscle memory into every movement. The techniques, the footwork, the exact rhythm Obi-Wan had trained into Anakin since he was 9 years old. "Impossible," Obi-Wan whispered. Vader didn't stop. He shifted mid-strike, feinting high, then sweeping low in the exact counter Anakin always used against Obi-Wan's Ceresu defense. It was a move only the two of them knew. A sparring habit from 1,000 training sessions. Obi-Wan stumbled back, his face draining of color. "No one else knows that move," Vader said, his voice breaking. "No one but you and me, Master." Obi-Wan's blade lowered, trembling. He stared at Vader, truly looked at him, and the horror in his eyes was absolute. "Anakin?" Anakin Skywalker's world shattered. And across the city, Palpatine smiled. Anakin's voice was barely a whisper. "Padmé." Vader nodded. "She's pregnant. Twins. In the original timeline, you choked her on Mustafar. She died giving birth, believing you'd become a monster. I felt her die through the Force. I've carried that weight for 23 years. Anakin's face twisted in anguish. No, I would never. You did, Vader said flatly, because Palpatine made you believe she'd betrayed you, that Obi-Wan had turned her against you. It was a lie, all of it. Obi-Wan stepped forward, his voice tight. If Palpatine knows you're here, if he knows his plan is compromised, he'll accelerate everything. Vader finished. Order 66, the Purge, and he'll eliminate anyone who could interfere. His eyes locked onto Anakin's, starting with Padmé. Anakin's blood ran cold. Where is she? Her apartment. But if Palpatine's already moving? Anakin didn't wait. He launched himself off the balcony, using the Force to slow his descent as he plummeted toward the speeder lanes below. Vader and Obi-Wan followed, their blades extinguished, racing through the twilight cityscape. The journey took minutes, too many minutes. When they reached Padmé's apartment, the door was already open. Anakin burst inside, and his heart stopped. Padmé stood in the center of the room, frozen. Around her, 6 crimson-bladed temple guards, Palpatine's personal enforcers, waited like statues. Their lightsabers hummed, angled toward her throat. Anakin! Padmé's voice cracked with fear. One of the guards spoke, his voice distorted through his mask. The Emperor commands her presence. Interfere, and she dies. Anakin ignited his lightsaber. Let her go. The Emperor warned us you might resist. The guard tilted his head. He said to remind you, the dark side is the only path to save her. Embrace it, and she lives. Refuse, and we execute her here. Vader stepped into the room, and the temperature dropped. His voice was cold, absolute. You're already dead. You just don't know it yet. The guards turned toward him, and in that instant, Anakin moved. But the Force itself screamed. Reality fractured, and Padmé collapsed. Padmé's collapse was instantaneous. Anakin caught her before she hit the floor, his hands trembling as he cradled her unconscious form. Padmé! Padmé! Wake up! She didn't respond. Her pulse was weak, erratic. Vader felt it immediately, the dark side surging through the apartment like a tidal wave. Not from the guards, from something far worse. He's here, Vader whispered. The hollow projector in the center of the room flickered to life. Palpatine's hooded figure materialized, his yellow eyes gleaming with malicious satisfaction. Lord Vader, Palpatine said softly. How unexpected. Though I must confess, I've been waiting for this moment since the disturbance began. Obi-Wan's blade reignited. Palpatine. Ah, Master Kenobi. Still clinging to your illusions of control, I see. Palpatine's smile widened. But you are too late, all of you. Anakin rose, fury blazing in his eyes. What did you do to her? Nothing permanent. Yet, Palpatine's gaze shifted to Vader. But your future self has presented me with a fascinating dilemma, a paradox. Two Anakin Skywalkers, existing simultaneously. The Force abhors such imbalance. Vader's chest tightened. Pain lanced through his body, sharp, searing. His vision blurred. I am simply correcting the anomaly. Palpatine continued. The Force will erase you, Vader. Slowly, painfully. And when you fade, this timeline will stabilize exactly as I designed it. Vader dropped to one knee, blood streaming from his nose. His hands flickered translucent for a moment, then solid again. The Force was tearing him apart. No! Anakin shouted. Palpatine's expression darkened, and to ensure there are no further interruptions, he raised one hand. Malling 2. Palpatine's. Malling 2. Across the galaxy, in the minds of millions of clone troopers, a single phrase activated. Execute Order 66. The holo projector went dark. Outside, the sky lit up with blaster fire. The Jedi Temple exploded into chaos. Screams echoed through the Force as Jedi fell by the hundreds, cut down by the soldiers they'd fought beside for 3 years. Obi-Wan staggered, clutching his head. No, it's happening. Anakin stared at the burning skyline, horror twisting his face. And Vader, fading in and out of existence, whispered one word: run. The apartment was silent except for Padmé's shallow breathing. Anakin knelt beside her, his hand pressed to her chest, feeling the faint flutter of her heartbeat. Too slow, too weak. The dark side technique Palpatine had used was killing her slowly, deliberately. She's dying, Anakin whispered. I can feel it. Vader, slumped against the wall, nodded weakly. His body flickered again, half visible, like a ghost. He's using her as leverage, just like he did before. He'll offer you the same choice. Kneel, or let her die. Obi-Wan paced near the window, his face pale. Outside, the city was burning. The Jedi Temple was a blazing ruin. Clones marched through the streets, executing any Jedi they found. The Republic was dying in real time. We have to get her to a medical facility, Obi-Wan said urgently. There has to be. There's no time, Vader interrupted. His voice was fading. Palpatine's technique. It's tied to the dark side. Only he can release her. Or, he looked at Anakin, or you can. Anakin's head snapped up. What? The dark side can save her, Vader said quietly. That's the trap. That's always been the trap. You have the power, Anakin. You always did. Palpatine just taught you how to use it. His voice cracked. I saved her once. For 10 seconds. On Mustafar. Before I choked her. Anakin's fists clenched. I won't become you. Then she dies. The words hung in the air like a death sentence. Anakin's breathing quickened. His eyes darted between Padmé's pale face and Vader's fading form. The choice. The same impossible choice. Save her with the dark side, or let her slip away. There's another option, Vader said softly. Anakin looked at him. One of us has to die, Vader continued. The paradox the two of us existing, it's destabilizing everything. The Force is trying to correct itself. If one of us is erased, he met Anakin's gaze. The timeline stabilizes, Padmé lives, the galaxy gets a chance. Anakin's voice was hollow. Which one? Vader smiled, sad, broken. You already know. Vader closed his eyes. The pain was unbearable now, his body tearing apart at the seams, the Force ripping him out of time itself. But he didn't fight it. Not anymore. I spent 23 years hating myself, Vader whispered. hating what I became, what I did. Maybe this is how it was always supposed to end. Maybe I came back just for this moment. Anakin's voice broke. "Save her," Vader said. "Save everyone. Be the Jedi I couldn't be. Be the father I never was." He looked at Anakin one last time. "Be better than me." Then Vader let go. The Force exploded outward. Light consumed the room, blinding, absolute. Anakin felt the shockwave tear through the galaxy, felt Vader's presence unravel and dissolve. The paradox collapsed. The timeline stabilized. And in that instant, Padmé gasped. Her eyes opened. "Anakin?" He pulled her into his arms, tears streaming down his face. "You're okay. You're okay." But the shockwave hadn't stopped. Across Coruscant, in the Senate chambers, Palpatine staggered. His connection to the dark side flickered, destabilized by the paradox's collapse. For the first time in decades, the Sith Lord felt vulnerable. Anakin felt it too. He rose, lightsaber igniting. "Stay here." Obi-Wan stepped beside him. "Where are you going?" "To finish this." The duel in the Senate chamber lasted 3 minutes. Palpatine fought with everything he had, lightning, fury, decades of Sith mastery. But Anakin wasn't the broken, conflicted Jedi he'd been grooming. He was something else now. Someone who'd seen the future, seen the cost of his choices. The chosen one. Anakin's blade pierced Palpatine's chest. The Emperor's yellow eyes widened in disbelief. "Impossible!" "You were wrong," Anakin said quietly. "The dark side isn't stronger, it's just louder." Palpatine collapsed, and the Sith died with him. Months later, Anakin stood on the balcony of a quiet home on Naboo, watching the twin suns set. Padmé stood beside him, their twins Luke and Leia sleeping peacefully in her arms. Somewhere in the Force, Vader's voice whispered one last time, "Thank you," and Anakin smiled. The galaxy was free.